Hello, it's Dawn H. Jones here, your HR Wise Guide. Today, I want to address a damaging and destructive issue that we all need to be aware of, and that is collusion in the workplace. It's really important that we understand the harm that this behaviour causes. Now, when I teach on this subject, I kick off my understanding collusion in the workplace workshop sessions with these words. Engaging in collusion is like scooping fire into your lap and thinking you won't get burned. Think about that. Yet, so many people appear to be unable to resist collusion. So many people think they can evade the consequences. So what is collusion? Well, the Merriam-Webster dictionary defines collusion as a secret agreement or cooperation, especially for an illegal or deceitful purpose. And collusion has some pretty nasty associated, keeps some pretty nasty company, including fraud, conspiracy, complicity, and plotting. Now, collusion, whether it's explicit or implicit, can have far-reaching consequences, and it's crucial to be vigilant as it not only affects individuals but also the very fabric of organisations. Let me illustrate this with a couple of examples. So, explicit collusion occurs when two or more people agree to manipulate or control a person or group using organisational processes. For example, a recruitment panel colludes to recruit staff from a particular ethnicity or background. On the other hand, tacit collusion is an unspoken action between two people or more people, such as ignoring poor, discriminatory treatment or unfair treatment. Now, how do all of these behaviours work together? All right. I want to share with you a fictional story called Take One for the Team. And in this story, Cynthia, a senior manager, brings false disciplinary allegations against Joe, a more junior employee. So here goes. Cynthia was facing a crisis in her service. Patients who a consultant should have reviewed within 2 weeks had been waiting months. Cynthia groaned as she recalled that Joe, a junior team member, had emailed the senior team months ago, warning them that short staffing was impacting patient pathways. But colleagues, including herself, had emailed Joe back and dismissed his concerns. Now, the medical director and chief operating officers wanted answers. What a mess. Suddenly, Cynthia's survival instincts kicked in. Someone had to take one for the team, and it wouldn't be her neck on the line. No, Joe would need to take one for the team. Cynthia goes on to commission an investigation into Joe's misconduct. Cynthia appointed one of her direct reports, Lewis, as an investigation officer and directs him to investigate Joe's failure to process time-sensitive patient referrals. Behind the scenes, Cynthia choreographed the whole investigation, and Lewis did not challenge Cynthia's interference, not once. After all, she's his senior manager. Joe was shocked that he was under investigation. He consistently denied the allegation. Joe offered email evidence and minutes of team meetings to support his position. Lewis goes on to write his investigation report, and he passed it on to Cynthia. Cynthia amended the report to ensure that Joe took the blame for all the issues. Cynthia then referred the allegation to a disciplinary hearing, which she would of course chair. Perfect. Her plan was coming together. The disciplinary hearing. At the beginning of the disciplinary hearing, Sanderson, Joe's trade union rep, asked Lewis, the investigation officer, "Did you investigate the allegations independently?" Lewis looks blindsided. "May I ask why you're asking this question, Cynthia Hedges?" Sanderson replies, "Yes, we have evidence that you and Lewis manipulated the whole investigation." "That's ridiculous," replied Cynthia. Cassie, the HR business partner, asked, "May I see your evidence?" Sanderson hands Cassie a pile of documents. There's a long silence as Cassie read the papers. Lewis couldn't take the silence any longer and piped up. "Cynthia told me to conduct the investigation, and she edited the final report." "Is this true?" Cassie asked Cynthia. As his senior manager, I provided support and guidance to the investigation and report. Cynthia responded almost defiantly. Let's adjourn for 30 minutes, Cassie said, sighing deeply. Now, during the adjournment, Cassie and the head of HR reviews all of the evidence. The outcome of the discussion is twofold. The cessation of disciplinary proceedings against Joe, so they stopped, and Cynthia and Lewis would face a disciplinary investigation. Here's the thing. Cassie and Lewis conspired against Joe without batting an eyelid. They thought their conspiracy would not come to light. Here's the thing. Most people who conspire against their colleagues believe that it won't come to light. They really do. But life has a way of clapping back really quickly. Perpetrators face anything from public embarrassment to formal HR processes. They could also face legal processes and costs, financial costs that they have to pay out of their own pocket personally, which can be substantial. But it doesn't have to be like this. If you're facing collusion, run in the opposite direction. If you want to prevent or address collusion within your workplace, you can book an Understanding Collusion in the Workplace workshop, and I place the link in the description below. If you're suffering from workplace collusion, you can seek advice from a HR colleague or manager if you feel comfortable doing so. Alternatively, if you belong to a trade union rep, you can contact them for help. You can also contact your employer's employee assistance scheme service. Most employers provide this benefit free of charge to their employees. If your health has been affected, make an appointment to see your GP or consider doing so. And my last word goes to perpetrators of collusion. Engaging in collusion is like scooping fire into your lap and thinking you won't get burnt. The odds are you will, so please stop, because it's the right thing to do. And if that doesn't appeal to your better nature, remember, life has a way of clapping back real quick in the form of consequences. Now, to all of you, I'd say resist collusion, no matter how it comes. Next week, I'll tell you how to do that in next week's video. But in the meantime, remember to be HR wise and thrive. Bye-bye.